Jackson Radio Show.
They say NRA memberships are booming. That's right. The NRA, when Trump got elected, it was bad news for them. He's pro-Second Amendment, blah, blah, blah. NRA memberships are booming. Controversy, school shooting. Isn't that tragic that sometimes we as conservatives benefit over this? I was talking to a guy the other day, a brother at CPAC. I said to him about Ferguson, I said, sadly, the nonsense of Ferguson made me a national figure. I was on TV all the time. I was doing little things on Fox here and there. When that hit, I was all over Fox, all over CNN, building a name. What was I doing? Common sense. Telling people, hey, look, it's crazy to condemn a police officer for what appears to be him doing his job and for what appears to be a criminal, a criminal act committed by a kid who then tried to kill a cop. I mean, it was pretty clear to me, and I knew people were lying. I told people this when they said that Darren Wilson stuck his arm out the window and grabbed Michael Brown by the neck and by the throat. I was, okay, now I know, these silly Negroes telling lies. This ain't nothing but lies. And then at that point, I still said, give the man the benefit of the doubt. Oh, Uncle Tom, you this, that, and the other. But it took that story to make me national. And I tell people all the time, if you say, Kevin, if Ferguson never happened and you were just doing your normal routine at Fox, which would probably mean I'm just kind of trucking along, would you be okay with that? My answer is a quick and emphatic yes. I would be more than okay with that. I would be more than okay with black people in the community saying, you know what? That kid was wrong. That cop did the right thing. Barack Obama and Eric Holder saying, City of Ferguson is exonerated, blah, blah, blah. And Kevin Jackson has done 100 less appearances or more on Fox than he had today. I would be more than happy for that. No problem at all. Because my cause is not about that. My cause is about waking black folks up. I would be more happy if it was 40% of blacks suddenly are looking at, voting Republican, 60% can vote Democrat. If I was able to accomplish that, and we're well on our way to it, by the way, we want to get to 20%. Now, my team is going, Kevin, we only need 11% and we're golden. Democrats are crushed. And I go, so what? They said Trump's at 9 or something like that. I'm like, why don't we double it? Well, we don't want people to, we claim we're going to double it and our donors then don't, get mad because we only got to 14%, which, by the way, would crush the Democrats. Okay. What? We don't get an A for effort? They would feel like their money was lost? What? They think we'd squandered their funds? What are you talking about? Why shouldn't we shoot for 20 or 25? I would rather have a stretch goal than to just barely be getting by. Look, we're showing that we can make an impact. For those of you who want to be a part of it, by the way, send us a note. KJRadio.com is where you can send us a note and get in the game. We're trying to get these affiliates set up around the country so we have people working actively to fund our projects and get us moving forward. We are going to move the black vote. That's my mission. That was my latest whisper from God. Anyway, that's not even what I want to talk about. President Trump's jumping on Schiff for the right reasons. He's a liar. But the other thing, I started the today's segments with the Olympics and how I cheered against America. Not the America as a whole at the Olympics, but certain people. I've never cheered against an individual in America who proudly wore that uniform and that flag. I've never cheered against them until this year. I cheered against two people that would dare open their mouths and disrespect the country, saying, "Oh, I'm not going to support Barack Obama. I'm not going to support Donald Trump. Ooh, thank goodness Barack Obama's gone. I'm not going to support Trump. I'm not going to the White House." And I was thinking to myself, who wants you there? Look, even the athletes, if you were, whatever the Olympics were happening during the time of Obama, I didn't care. If an Olympic athlete had said, "I don't support Barack Obama, I only support America," I would have been mad at that Olympian. I don't care anything about Obama from a policy perspective. I think he was a horrible president. But I would have been mad at an athlete who is representing this country in the time of whatever president and said, I don't support him and I'm not going to the White House. That's why I can't stand these basketball players and these football players. I'm not going to go to the White House. I'm going to find a convenient excuse. I think it's silly. Anyway, Mirai Nagasu, I can't say her name, but she's one of our Olympic skaters. And here's how the article reads. The criticism piled on quickly for American Mirai Nagasu after the ladies' free skate. Not because of her underwhelming performance, she placed 10th overall after botching several of her jumps, but because of her puzzling post-game interview. The two-time Olympian offered up bizarre excuses for her and Team USA's lackluster showing in Pyeongchang. Everything from the lack of a warm shower to an early wake-up time to the team competition 2 weeks earlier was blamed for the U.S. worst showing in decades. Let me tell you why we have the worst showing in decades. What you heard her say described anybody? Anybody? Why didn't I win? Here are the litany of excuses as to why I didn't win, other than I didn't perform. And in the case of Nagasu, she can't say, well, I tried to hamstring my opponents. I tried to cut them off at the knees, pull a Tanya Harding, but it's her. She's the one that's not, I don't know what her role is, what she does. I know how it is to train to be a world-class athlete. I know that. So if either you spent the time or you didn't. But don't go talking about we didn't have a warm shower or it was too early to wake up. Are you kidding me? They said no one bought it, and days later, Nagasu offered a tearful apology in an interview with People magazine and attempted to clarify her post-skate sentiments. The Dancing with the Stars comment, where she said her skate was essentially an audition for the show, was a tactic her sports psychologist recommended to distract her from the pressure of the moment. She said that. Maybe I was just, trying to get on Dancing with the Stars. I mean, I didn't watch the interview. I didn't follow this Olympics very much, except I was shocked to hear that the men's curlers won, and they didn't dope. Wow. She said it wasn't meant to come across as ungracious or flippant. It was a result from mental exhaustion. This is a skater, folks. We're not talking about a Navy SEAL coming back from war. She says, I don't know if I can stress enough how mentally exhausting this all is. I feel especially bad that my comments weren't a good representation of me, and I came off really poorly. Look, I get it. It is when you're at that level of competition, it is a different ball game. But really, that's what you come back with? You got why can't you just come back with the normal thing that says, look, I didn't skate my best. I blew it. I could have done better. We had a lot of pressures on us, and unfortunately, I didn't rise to the occasion. Whatever. There's 500 things this woman could have said, but she's instead giving the Hillary Clinton litany. Well, it was the Russians that did it. It was Donald Trump's grabbing women by the that made me do it. It was conservatives. I didn't want to represent America knowing that. I don't know what all she said, but can you believe that? That's the nation we built. Those are the Olympians we send now.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.